Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 14, 10:03 America, New York. How utility stocks have kept their spark. The sector isn't cheapest place to park money, but right now a compelling enough argument seems to be that there are few alternatives.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
May 14, 10:01 America, New York. Unions exist to look after their members, baseball edition. Baseball is back, but it was in doubt for a while. It was only on March 13 that the second longest work stoppage in baseball history, 99 days, came to an end when the MLB and the MLB Players Association, the Baseball Players Union, struck a deal.
Armstrong Economics.
May 14, 9:25 America, New York. Starving American babies. The air to Ukraine has got to stop. Any aid for the people should be through known charitable organizations. The more aid to Zelensky, the greater the war. The post-starving American babies first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Global economy.
May 14, 8:35 America, New York. G7 warns of global hunger crisis unless Russia lifts Ukraine blockade. German foreign minister says alternative export routes are urgently needed as wheat price soars.
The Crude Oil Trader. May 14, 8:24 America, New York. Trading crude oil with USO. Crude oil, like most commodities, is not priced as a single data point like a stock. Instead, commodities, like oil, trade via futures contracts. A futures contract is an agreement to buy or sell a particular commodity or security at a predetermined price at a specified time in the future. Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 14, 8:03 America, New York. Cat litter could be antidote for climate change, researchers say. MIT researchers say a compound they created with zeolite and copper can snatch methane from passing air and turn it into carbon dioxide, a much less harmful greenhouse gas.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 14, 7:21 America, New York. India bans wheat exports, weighing on global food supplies. India said it would ban wheat exports, in a move that will add to global inflationary pressure and further strain global food supplies that have been disrupted by the war in Ukraine.
Marginal revolution.
May 14, 7:20 America, New York. Slovakian asks good questions about American suburbs. My questions are: what do you actually do? Are you always stuck inside? What did you do when you were a child and couldn't drive? Why do you have these sorts of strange regulations? Are your officials so incompetent? Is this due to lobbying from car or oil companies? I don't get it.
Global economy.
May 14, 6 o'clock America, New York. Europe battles to secure steel following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Higher costs loom amid disruption to imports from a major regional supplier.
New York Times Business.
May 14, 5:58 America, New York. India bans most wheat exports, adding to fears of global food insecurity. The ban could compound a worldwide shortfall worsened by the war in Ukraine and exacerbate an already dire forecast for global hunger. Unloading wheat grain at a wholesale market near Amritsar, India, last month.
New York Times Business.
May 14, 5 o'clock America, New York. Will crypto play a role in funding abortion access? Activists and nonprofits are considering digital currencies as a way to raise funds. But can they really do anything other payment methods can't?
New York Times Business.
May 14, 5 o'clock America, New York. Will cryptocurrency play a role in funding abortion access? Activists and nonprofits are considering digital currencies as a way to raise funds. But can they really do anything other payment methods can't?
Marginal revolution.
May 14, 3:38 America, New York. Saturday assorted links. 1. Thomas Schelling 1963-64 syllabus and final exam. 2. On Srinivasan and sex. 3. Transitioning to post-quantum cryptography? 4. Do insects have culture? 5. There are fewer Karens.
Armstrong Economics.
May 14, 002 America, New York. New interview, Martin Armstrong on the Hervoye Morik Show. Tune in to Martin Armstrong's latest interview on the Hervoye Morik Show. Click here to listen. The post-new interview, Martin Armstrong on the Hervoye Morik Show first appeared on Armstrong Economics.
Daily FX Market News.
May 14, 000 America, New York. Bitcoin, Ether doom or gloom. Is Terra the death of digital assets? Cryptocurrency remains indecisive after a week of turmoil and economic havoc. Bitcoin finds support above $30,000 but will Terra bounce back? Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 14th. 0 America, New York. The biggest problem with flying cars is on the ground. Whether you call them eVTOLs, flying cars, or air taxis, these all-electric, vertical takeoff and landing passenger vehicles promise to make George Jetson's commute a reality, if only their manufacturers can figure out where to land them.
Finance and Economics.
May 13th. 20 America, New York. China's extraordinary export boom comes to an end. COVID-related supply bottlenecks meet slowing foreign demand.
Daily FX Market News.
May 13th. 20 America, New York. Australian dollar forecast. Jobs report in focus as bear market pressures AUD, USD. The Australian dollar fell, extending losses this past week. Will a jobs report revive some strength for AUD, USD? Technical and sentiment analysis seems to hint otherwise.
Finance and Economics.
May 13th. 20 America, New York. Digital payments have gone viral in Brazil. Why the central bank's instant payments platform, Pix, has been a smash hit.
Finance and Economics.
May 13th. 20 America, New York. Why Italy's borrowing costs are surging once again. Despite all the Eurozone's crisis-proofing, Italy remains a worry.
BBC News Business. May 13th. 1932 America, New York. I pawned my laptop to pay for food and petrol. People on low incomes are pawning their possessions to pay for essentials, a report suggests.
BBC News. Business.
May 13th. 1932 America, New York. I pawned my laptop to pay for food and petrol. People on low incomes are pawning their possessions to pay for essentials, a report suggests.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 13th. 1706 America, New York. Treasury targets Russia as part of plan to combat illicit finance. Continuing efforts to close regulatory loopholes related to shell companies and all-cash real estate purchases are an important measure in combating corrupt Russian oligarchs, Treasury officials said.
Global economy.
May 13th. 1700 America, New York. Brussels warns UK threats on Ireland protocol could break peace. Maros Sefcovic urges London to engage with EU to resolve trade deal problems.